begin on time, I'd like to ask everyone to please stand for a pledge of allegiance and remain standing for a moment of silence. Roll call, please.
Here.
Here.
Yes. 3 commissioners present and 1 absent. Just for the record, we do have a quorum. Number 3, communication. Number 5, the minutes for July 17, 2014.
Madam President,
Yes.
I'd like to make a motion to accept the July 17, 2014 minutes.
I'll second.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. 3 commissioners present and 1 absent. Number 6, review and approval of bids, agreements to purchase 7526 Jarneke and 223 Williams Street.
Madam President,
Yes.
Commissioners, in your package, documents that you received today were requests for the review of 2 purchasers of NSP properties, one being Regina Reynolds for the property at 7526 Jarneke Avenue, current address 6424 Jefferson Avenue. She's purchasing the property for $116,500. We have an executed purchase agreement to that effect. And the 10-day public notice expired yesterday. She's the only one who bid on the property. And along with the acquisition of that property, she qualifies for the 20% affordability assistance allowance of $23,300. The second buyer is Anthony Alexander, who currently resides at 1451 State Street in Calumet City, and he's purchasing the property at 223 William Street for $107,500. He also qualifies for the affordability assistance allowance of 20% at $21,500. The reason they're not here is we had to expedite these approvals simply because the lenders are now requesting an official approval from the Redevelopment Commission, the owner of the property and the grantor of the funds prior to processing the loans.
Any questions, commissioners?
No, unfortunately, I totally understand since I am in real estate, and we were just discussing this, and, these lenders, some of the things that they want beforehand. Some of the things that they want, I'm sorry, because, I always talk to them, I'm talking. Some of the things they want beforehand. So, I don't have any questions. Do you have any questions, Tony?
Just maybe they can make a future meeting.
They will make a future meeting, but we have to, in order to get their loans initiated in the process, we have to get a formal approval for them, so.
I understand.
Okay. Yes, we understand.
Madam President?
Yes, Commissioner.
I make a motion to approve the review approvals of the bids and agreements to purchase 7526 Jarneke Avenue for Regina Reynolds, as well as 223 Williams Street for Anthony L. Alexander.
I'll second that.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. 3
Thank
commissioners
you.
present, motion passes, 3 commissioners present and 2 absent. Number 7, homebound conditional forgivable loan approval.
All right.
Welcome, Jennifer.
Good evening. This is for 11 homebound conditional forgivable loan approval, and they are all here. The only one that did have to withdraw from the program is Leon Hartwig.
You had to withdraw?
Yes. You want me to call them all up here?
Yes, please.
That would be nice, thank you.
Benjamin, Tracy, Hugo, Marissa, Juan, Mario, Angelica, Marcella, Daniel, Arthur, and Celestio.
We're not gonna bite. Come on.
Come on up.
Squeeze in.
Okay. The gentleman right here in the green, what's your name?
Benjamin Straw.
Okay, Mr. Straw, how did you hear about the program?
Just around, mostly from my realtor.
Your realtor? Who's your realtor?
She is,
That's
All right.
not good if you can't remember her name.
no, she's one of my best friends. I'm just little stage fright.
That's okay.
You don't have to be afraid about it.
It's okay.
I don't even know what her name is. There's so many of you guys.
Yes,
Michael, do you know?
Yes, I do. It's Iris Garland with McCullough Realty out of
Thank you.
Randolph,
Okay.
Lake Forest.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Michael.
Okay. Now I don't know her, but that's okay. Let's see. Let's pick someone else real quick.
How about Marissa Alvarez?
Yeah, that's a good one. Yes.
Marissa?
Yes. How did you hear about the program?
A friend who received assistance.
Oh, okay. What's your friend's name? That must have been a while ago. I don't remember that. 2 years ago. Okay. We're going to do one more. Mr. Juan Garcia, how did you hear about the program?
Juan?
Mr. Garcia?
Oh, Amanda. Amanda's here for
Oh.
Juan. I'm like, where is he? This is his wife. He couldn't make here, so because of work, so
Okay.
she's here.
A newspaper clipping.
Okay. Okay.
Word's getting around.
All right, great. I don't have any other questions. How about you, Tony? How
Did
about you?
anyone learn about the program from anyone other than their realtor or the newspaper?
We're shy.
Yes.
Your lender?
Who's your lender?
Sorry, I didn't get that.
Could you repeat who it was?
With,
Fifth Third.
Fifth Third.
oh, okay. Thank you. Any questions or discussions, Commissioners?
No, I'll just make a quick comment. I think there's 7 out of the 11 that reside outside of the city and that are moving to the city of Hammond, so we appreciate that and welcome you taking advantage of our program.
Daniel, welcome from Munster. Who's Daniel? Welcome. Happy to have you. Go ahead.
Now, President, I make a motion to approve the homebound conditional forgivable loan approval for the 11 applicants.
I second that.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Motion passes. Congratulations, everyone. New
Congratulations
home.
to all of you.
Welcome to Hammond, those of you who are not, do not live here. Thank you.
You guys can go.
Okay, moving right along. Number 8, roof program with emergency loan conditional loan approval for Joyce Blowback.
Commissioners, this is for a roof program with an emergency loan for Joyce Glokey at 1170 Sibley Street. She is here as well. Joyce, you want to come up? When Gary went out to the home, not only was the roof in bad shape, but there was a lot of electric issues. I think you're getting water. Is it a water heater as well?
Yes, ma'am.
So there's some emergency stuff that she was eligible for as well. So that's why she's doing the roof program and the emergency.
Have they
She's
begun the work
also
ready?
receiving a grant through the Federal Home Loan Bank as well. So there's some money that she's going to get for free as long as she lives there for 5 years.
Awesome.
Okay. I'm sorry, Jennifer, you said she's getting money funds from where?
The Federal Home Loan Bank,
Federal Home Bank.
which the grant is called the NIP Express.
No, I don't either. It looks like this roof's in dire need, so.
Yes, she is.
Madam President,
Yes, Commissioner.
I'd like to make a motion for the roof program with emergency loan, conditional loan approval for Joyce Globeck at 1170 Sibley Street.
Thank
Second.
you. Thank you. Roll call, please.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, motion passes. 3 commissioners present and 2
You're good.
absent.
Nice, thank you.
Congratulations, Joyce.
Thank you, dear.
Good luck. Number 9, home program conditional loan approval.
Commissioners, this is for 3 home program conditional loan approvals for Ramona Young, Ruben Flores, and Robert Chicholik.
Are they present?
They are all here as well.
they started on your home yet? Flores, sorry.
Where is 212 Brunswick? I'm pretty familiar with Hammond, but I don't know where that is.
You went somewhere in Brunswick?
North
is that?
Hammond, Sheffield. Hammond off of Sheffield. It runs east. Hard to find.
He said it's hard to find. You need a GPS for that one.
It's kind of near the South Shore tracks and that before you get to God.
Oh, yeah, okay. I really don't have any questions. How about you?
No.
Madam?
Don't find 'em.
Yes, Commissioner.
Madam President,
Yes.
I make a motion to approve the home program conditional loan approvals for Ramona Young at 1030 170th Street, Ruben Flores at 1635 171st Street, and Robert
Chocholik.
yeah,
Chocholik.
Robert at 212.
Thank you.
I'll second that.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, motion passes. 3 commissioners present and 2 absent, and good luck to all of you.
Good
Thank
luck
you.
to all of you.
Okay. Number 10, acceptance of proposal for Oxbow Landing commercial pylon sign design build.
Madam President,
Yes, Commissioner, yes, Counselor.
we have one response to the request for proposals. It's from Landmark Sign Group. And I'll open it now. Landmark Sign is located in Chesterton. Total cost, and it's in different segments, so I would ask that you refer this to staff for review, but the total cost of the sign, if I'm reading this correctly, is $462,770. So I would recommend that you refer this response to request for proposal to staff for review.
Yeah, so move on that.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, motion passes. All commissioners. 3 present and 2 absent. That's another day. Okay. Number 11, acceptance of bid for redevelopment owned properties, 6736 Alabama, 5515 Claude Street, 834 Chicago, 3835 Coleman Avenue.
Madam President,
Yes.
first, we have proofs of publication on these, I believe. And those would be in order, but we have one response to the request on these 4 properties, and the response, according to the outside label, is for 6736 Alabama Avenue. With regard to Claude Street, Chicago Street, and Holman Avenue, there were no responses. And I'll open the one now. The proposal is from the Hessville Community Association, a 501c3 nonprofit organization. They indicate, and I'll just read this, and again, I'd ask you to refer this to staff, but it says, since the Hessville Community Association is only beginning to build its donor base, the minimum price for this building would be infeasible at this time. However, we would like the opportunity to discuss a mutually beneficial agreement with the Hammond Redevelopment Commission since this project would be of great value to the area. Sincerely, the Hessville Community Association, founding members Jocelyn Prue, Thomas Prue, and Kelly Voris.
So basically, they would like for us to donate it to them?
It doesn't say that. It says a mutually agreeable, a mutually beneficial agreement. I don't know what that means. I suppose you should refer it to staff, and Mr. Talon and his able staff can figure out if there is such a mutually beneficial agreement that can be reached.
Okay. Madam President,
Yes, Commissioner.
for the 6736 Alabama Avenue, for the acceptance of bid, I suggest that we refer it to staff for review.
Thank you.
I'll second that.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, motion passes. 3 commissioners present and 1 absent. Number 12, approval of Manta Building renovations in Technology Park.
Commissioners, you have a packet in front of you. At the top, it says the Hub of Innovation. Just to give you a brief history on the Manta Building in downtown Hammond. The Redevelopment Commission purchased that property. I believe or if I recall, we received a very good price as compared to what the appraised value was. At the time, we had thoughts of potentially moving planning and development to downtown Hammond and potentially using this building as the new headquarters. Since that time, you probably are aware, it actually was determined that it would be a lot more efficient and cost-effective if planning and development moved to this building in City Hall. So as of right now, we are already in the process of all of our different department heads and employees have had chosen locations in this building, and we are currently in the, I guess what you'd say, the renovation phase to get the building ready for our potential move. So therefore, the Manta building now is a building we own in downtown, but we didn't necessarily know exactly what the future was. So we started talking to the Innovation Center in downtown Hammond, and they had mentioned that they had a number of clients that were looking for additional space in downtown Hammond. And so the proposal is eventually what we think is going to occur with your, of course, approval is right now the incubator is managed by the Hammond Development Corporation. We own the property, but they manage it for us. They take in the rents, and they pay all the utility bills, and they help the tenants at the incubator to grow and hopefully potentially outgrow the space at the incubator and then eventually become a thriving business, and hopefully in Hammond. So because they need additional space, we need to make some renovations to the Manta building. And if you look at this, you can look at, I believe it's page 4, even though it's not listed, and it has all the costs of the things that we need to do to prepare this for the future tenant, because we're very confident that we're going to have a lease signed before the end of this month, if all goes according to plan. And this is for not only for commercial space, but potentially for a commercial kitchen as well. So what we'd like to do, because this building is located in the technology park and we have the funds available, and because the incubator is built specifically for that reason to help incubate technology-like companies, we'd like to start by approving this estimate and having these renovations done so that we can then potentially sign a lease with a company or two and basically have an extension to our current incubator.
I remember when we first opened up the Innovation Center, it just seemed like we were never going to fill it up, and now it's just booming over there.
It's booming, basically at capacity, and for a while we've been looking for additional space, and this is the logical choice. So we're very excited about it. As you can read in here, there's also a partnership with Purdue that we would like to pursue. Purdue is very interested in getting involved with our incubator in downtown Hammond. They're also interested in having some of their staff located in downtown Hammond. I think if you talk to Chancellor Keon, he would tell you that he thinks that downtown Hammond's growth is important to Purdue Calumet's growth as well. The address of the Manta building, it's not listed on here. It is approximately, I don't want to give the wrong address. Let me see if I can look it up real quick. Take me 2 seconds here. This is not going to HTC or anything. We're not leasing right now. This is only just to make renovations. Right. No. Gotcha. Okay. I can tell. Okay. Does anybody have any questions?
Okay, I see you have a signed letter of intent, from someone. How long of a term of lease is that?
Well, we haven't actually signed a lease yet. I believe the letter of intent, the company is looking for, I want to say it's for 2 years. But I can't say I'm 100% on that, but I'm pretty sure it's somewhere around there.
It's a good thing you already have a signed letter of intent.
Well, there's more than one company is interested. We have one company that wants in right now. So that's good, but eventually, the issue with owning the building and not having any tenants in it and not making any renovations is right now we're just paying utility costs. So you still have to pay the NIPSCO bill. You still have to make repairs to the building when things come up. Eventually, if we're able to sign a similar agreement like we did with the incubator, the HDC will maintain the building, which means we won't have to come out of pocket for anything as far as the redevelopment commission, and therefore we can use our money for other projects.
Any more discussions, questions, Commissioners?
No, the outside looks like it's going to be, looks really nice.
So we got to stand out there downtown.
And just so you know, out of all these choices, I believe the final one that was chosen was the black lettering for the hub of innovation and the red outline on the doors. So on this one, you could say it's the
At the very bottom one there, Phil?
not the very bottom, but the one on the right-hand side, right above the very bottom one.
Number 4?
Number 4. Yeah, I guess you could refer to it as number 4. Trying to get the address for you as well. Give me 1 second.
Do we have a choice in the colors, Grace? Do we have a choice in the colors?
They all stand out, though.
Yes, they do. But I do like the red lettering.
It's 5233 Homan Avenue. Thank you, Heather. Yeah.
If you had a magnifying glass, you could have saw the address.
Dave was trying to get me to read it, but I wasn't even going to try. Need my glasses from home. So basically what we're looking for today is a motion to approve the approximately $46,000 of renovations to the building so that we could prepare it for our new tenants.
Okay.
And it would be paid for out of Technology Park.
Madam President,
Yes, Commissioner.
I'd like to make a motion for approval of the Manta building renovations in Technology Park for a startup cost of $46,000.
Second.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, motion passes. 3 Commissioners present and 2 absent. Number 13, Mr. Taylor.
Very quickly, I want to mention that at public comment, I believe Jocelyn Prue is here. She's from the Hessville Community Association, so I believe she's going to come up, and I know she only has 3 minutes. She'll shoot in there as much as she can, but she'll speak to the bid that was submitted today, so help with that. As far as reports, if you've driven by Oxbow Landing, you'll see that Buffalo Wild Wings has actually started putting up the framing of their building. So it's no longer just the foundation, it's actually starting to go vertical.
I saw that today.
Saw that too, yeah.
They're moving fairly quickly. Also, the Walmart at Cabela's is moving fairly quickly.
Saw that as well.
We've received phone calls on different properties throughout the city that there's activity, including the Gateway Promenade, which is across the street from Cabela's, and also in North Hammond, in the Robertsdale area around that Walmart as well. So there's a lot of businesses that are showing interest there. Nothing 100% confirmed, but we're getting very close to having some good announcements for the city. Beyond that, I'll take any questions that any of the commissioners have.
So when the wall's coming down?
The sound wall at Oxbow, United Consulting, who's handling that project, sent over a packet for our review. We're currently in making a few changes to the packet, and then we will put it out. And then one of the 5 companies that NDOT has approved will hopefully bid on it and become the winning bidder. And I would say, if you're asking for my best guess, also let me mention, we did receive the permit from NDOT. We could not do the project without that permit, so we did get that last week. I would say, if you're asking for my best guess, that in September, that wall will be coming down. And now we have our bid on the sign. So once we review this bid, if everything seems in order, at our next meeting on September 2nd, we could award the bid for the sign project as well. And we'll also see the sign go up. So you'll see a number of projects happening at Oxbow Landing. The Hampton Inn ribbon cutting, or groundbreaking, I should say, which we've talked about a couple different times, was pushed back. It'll either be next week now or the first week of September. And again, this is information from them. So if that changes again, I'll let you know. But the reason for the change is they had some soil testing done, and they do have to remove some soil and fill it in with better soil. And so they're working on that change order right now for them. Buffalo Wild Wings had to do the same thing. I believe I was told recently that they removed somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 feet of soil and replaced it. So, and that's not atypical. That's, something that could happen from time to time, depending on the type of building you're going to put up. So we should have the groundbreaking for Hampton Inn in the very near future.
How is the Dollar Tree project going?
Which one?
The Dollar Tree?
Dollar Tree is moving forward. If you drive by that area, you'll see the building is already under construction. So that's at the Woodmar site.
Any more questions?
Also, we've been working with I know we talked, somebody asked this before, but they asked about the charter fitness facility on Columbia. We met again with the owners of the building, and they want to move forward as well. However, they've been trying to coordinate with the Councilman Higgs, to get a meeting. And I know something came up last week where unfortunately they weren't able to meet, but that also hopefully is moving forward in the near future. But it will take some work from both sides, because there are some additional costs due to the landscaping and parking lot improvements that the city's going to need to see for this project to move forward. So,
Any questions?
Touched it all, Phil, thanks.
Ms. Miller?
I'm now accepting applications for the 2015 Hammers for Hearts program. So if you know of anyone who would like to take advantage of the youth that comes into our city, please give them my phone number, 853-6358. I'm also preparing for the 28th annual Volunteer Award Ceremony that will take place October the 30th. Tickets are now available. We are accepting nominations up until October the 10th. I'm preparing a number of HUD reports that are due by the end of the month. I'm gearing up for the CDBG, ESG Home, and CHODO application process, funding for 2015-2016 grant year. This week I'm also meeting with the annual Martin Luther King Celebration Committee, the Homeless Count Committee, as well as the Black History Committee. 2015 will be here before we know it, and I have a lot of work to do. Thank you.
Any questions of Ms. Miller, commissioners? Good work. Ms. Miller, thank you.
Thank you, Juan.
Okay, number 14.
Madam President,
Yes, Commissioner.
I'd like to make a motion to pay the register of claims July 30th, 2014 through August 13th, 2004 for 2014, I'm sorry, for redevelopment commission meeting of August 19th. What's with the 20th? I'm sorry. August 19th, 2014, starting with claim R50738 inclusive to R50868.
Thank you.
I'll second that.
Thank you. Roll call, please. Total Presley, Navegas, Myrick,
Yes.
Aldridge,
Yes.
Lambert. Yes. Motion passes. 3 commissioners present and 2 absent. Number 15, new and unfinished business. Seeing there is none, public comment, 3 minutes, please. Welcome, Council Lady.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine, how are you?
I just wanted to thank you for your approval on the roof program and emergency loan conditional, what is it? Emergency loan conditional loan approval. I guess that's in there a couple of times, but at any rate, this gal I found out about at a Crime Watch meeting, believe it or not. Lieutenant Pete Moore interceded on her behalf, and also a neighbor was patching her roof for her to get her through the winter. So this was a senior citizen who has contributed to Hammond for a very long time, and she was in great need of help. So I thank you. And Jennifer also, I know there were many obstacles with this whole application for her, but this was a gal who was in true need. So thank you to all of you. Thank you to the mayor for having such programs as this for people who have made Hammond what it is today, and now they need some help. So thank you all.
Absolutely. If anyone's wondering, that's our Councilwoman at Large, Janet Burnett. Thank you, Janet. Anyone else? Hello.
Hi,
Hi,
I'm Jocelyn Prue.
and I'm Tom Brew.
First of all, I guess we want to thank you, Phil, and his team for allowing us the opportunity to put the bid in on Alabama. We currently reside in the Woodmar neighborhood, and we also own and operate a business right around the corner from this location, which we have revitalized as well. And its emphasis is on the arts. And what we want to do is continue to grow our community, revitalize it, and we believe that as an association, just working with the community, we're going to be able to accomplish a lot more than just on our own. So that's kind of some of the thoughts I have, and I'd just like you to please consider us for this bid and help us, continue the revitalization process down in that area, because ultimately our vision is to see all of Hammond flourish and prosper.
Thank you very much. Any questions?
That's perfect.
I'm sorry. You don't have anything?
No, I couldn't add anything to that. That is perfect.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Madam President, can I just make one comment relative to that bid? I just wanted Mr. and Mrs. Prue to understand that legally, once a minimum bid price is set, and Phil probably already told you this, for a period of 30 days, we're bound with the minimum bid price, but then thereafter, if nobody has met that minimum bid price, there is a period of time where there can be some negotiation off of that price. So, since the bid didn't meet that minimum price, from 30 days from today, and today's the 20th, 19th, until, you know, the end of September, and I'm not saying that Phil's team can't start working with you, but we couldn't do anything less than the minimum bid until after that 30 days expired.
I think we just wanted to show you how enthusiastic we are. Make sure you get something.
No problem.
Thank you. Okay, number 17.
Madam President,
Yes, Commissioner.
I make a motion to adjourn.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it.